Come on, I want you to do it. I want you to do it. Come on, hit me. Come on, hit me. Come on, hit me. Ah! Hit me!
Wow, so serious.
Hey, what's up guys, and once again we just got another Joker announcement, and this time it's coming from JND. This company has been really popular in Korea and they've made some great hyper-real 1/3 scale statues made of platinum grade silicone. And now they're just entering the 1/6 world and making a new kind of 1/6 figure using the same material. Can you imagine 1/6 figure using silicone and will have crazy articulations? I think that is so sick. And this character has been made so many times by different companies and bunch of artists. I've got my Joker from Newcomer, which is InArt from the Queen Studio, and I've got the deluxe rooted hair 2-packs versions. And I've got these since the day they were released, but I was just too lazy to unbox both figures. I thought displaying the classic one, the purple coat Joker, would be good enough. But with all these announcements keep coming in, first it was from Hot Toys, they're making a new line of rooted hair figures, it's the artisan editions. And now JND just joined the club. Makes me think it might be the best time for me to unbox the rest of my InArt Joker. And I'm gonna do a review in this video, and later we'll see a bit of comparison from the three companies. My name is David and welcome back to my channel SOS Collector, and let's get to it.
And here we go.
Let's take a look at the first figure. Starting with the base, it's a circular floor tile, and you can see some dirt weathering around the floor lines. Looks really good. It's simple, it's quite tall, but it doesn't take a lot of space. On the front you can see the Dark Knight logo, and around the other side the Dark Knight Joker. It's cool that you can display him either way. Actually, I prefer this kind of base to the standard rectangular base with the cross grabber. I find it so boring that you have the same old base all over again with the new figures. Here we got the teeny tiny 1/6 scale dollar bills, and they had the bills printed on both sides, and they are super HD. Looks really nice. The base is magnetic, and you can see it's really strong, but you gotta place him right at the center of the base where the magnets are planted inside. I had him displayed like this since the first day, and I have no leaning issues. The body, it's got the weight, feels premium, and the shoelaces, they're all sculpted really well. And the socks color, the patterns, they're really nice. To me, it's accurate to the film. I also love the pants. They're not too short. And the color, the patterns, they look great. And his gold chain right here, I think it's made of metal. It's really nice and shiny. And the purple coat, you can see the weathering on it, and it's wired, so you can have more dynamic poses with him. And look at that details on the inner side of the purple coat. There's the place for the grenades and the gray suit. The orange lining looks great. I just love the proportions of the suits. They fit really nice on the body. And here on the green vest you can see the missing button. It's accurate to the film. And also the tie, you can see the pattern here, the color, it's all correct. And look at that portrait. To me that is Heath Ledger right there. The paint application is awesome. You can see the details, the skin texture, it's awesome. And I love how they've done the rooted hair. It's not too thick. The hairline is actually the hardest part of hair rooting, and they've done it beautifully. It has multiple layers of rooted hair, and it's not just green color on the hair. You can see different colors on each layers. It's really great. With the lights on, it's even crazier. The sculpt of his scar and the paint application around his mouth looks so unreal. And there's a sheen to his eyes. The wrinkles on his forehead. Oh, it's so lifelike. Please let me know what you guys think about this portrait in the comments below. Your support means everything to me. A fellow collector posted this photo on Facebook, and he had this sculpt repainted, and you can see with only the skin tone paint. To my eyes, the likeness to Heath Ledger is really strong. And now I'm gonna do a quick unboxing on the other figure, and let's take a closer look at all the accessories and of course the prison cell diorama. And you gotta love what they've done with the packaging here. The art box, those two straps with the envelope, it's like you are unboxing a premium statue. And this instruction book, it's the best one I've ever seen on a figure. We got this movie ticket as a bonus. It's really nice. And this is thank you letter from Inart. The sound of those straps unbuckled. Oh, it's so satisfying. It's the nicest feeling. This prison cell, it's really cool and it's huge, so you gotta have enough space in your display. The paint application is awesome and it's made of metal. Looks rusty and dirty. It's really nice. And the base is made of real wood. The Smith & Wesson gun is die-cast. Great details on it. And when you remove the magazine, you can see the bullet right there. It really looks like the real thing. It's just downsized to 1/6 scale. It's really nice. Another weapon, it's the Glock. Also die-cast. It's got a metallic black and silver paint. You can also remove the magazine and see the bullets right there. Nice details on it. And you can move the top side forward and back. And this one is the iconic Joker's knife. It's plastic and it's really thin, so you gotta be careful with this one. The handcuffs, also metal. Nice and shiny metallic silver. And it's really cool that it works like the real thing. And this one is my favorite. The seamless forearms are incredible. The paint is really awesome. You can even see the veins. Crazy details. You can see the redness on the palm, the lines. It's really well made. It's got the dirt, the white makeup on those bloody fingers. Looks really filthy and creepy. And look at the nails. It's insane. And these are the gloves for your purple coat Joker. They're well sculpted. It's got nice details and paint. You got several of these for different poses. And the hand grenades, all die cast. It has different sculpt and details. And I'm definitely gonna use this to recreate the most iconic mob scene. The other body, it's exactly the same with the first one. It's also heavy. But you can see it better here, that the body is really well proportioned. It looks super real. And I didn't notice it before. There's also weathering on the green vest. Looks really nice. Well, the first sculpt is amazing, but getting this one is the icing on the cake. It's really amazing. The expression. He's got a smirk. It's like I'm watching him laughing and clapping in his prison cell. And the hair is styled differently. It's a bit messier. And this is how you move the eyes. You just remove the back of his hair and you will see that joystick. Then you can make his eyes looking left or right or any direction you want by moving the joystick. But you cannot move the eye separately. That's too bad. But overall, I love the sculpt. Well, this head sculpt together with the body, it's looking really good. But it wasn't the easiest thing to do. It's really a pain in the ass that I gotta use a plier to loosen the tie. And the hardest thing was plugging the head into the neck pack while fixing the collar, and then tightening the tie. It was so hard that I asked my wife to help me do it. And still, it took us an hour to make it work. But the result, it's worth it. And it's satisfying. And it's time for comparison. Let's take a look at Hot Toys Artisan Edition. I think the sculpt is on point, but of course the paint application is always great on their prototype. The expression they chose is somewhat different from the other two companies. And this is what I meant. With the present tech, a separate rolling eyeball is a must. This would totally fix the cross-eyed issues. Honestly, I think the rooted hair is still better on InArt. This one, the hair looks overdone and too much, and the hairline doesn't seem right. His hair was really thinning at that time. I think this head sculpt really matches the Hit Me scene. Looks really good in this photo. The purple coat though still looks too thick and bulky to me. I hope they'll fix it for the final production. In this photo, yeah, my opinion about the long coat stays the same, but the head sculpt looks great in this pose and angle. And I would love a bit more weathering on this coat. It just looks too clean for my taste. But I think many collectors will still be very happy with this piece if the final production is close to this prototype with some minor adjustments. Well, it's always been interesting talking about what JND makes. They always innovate with the next level of tech, and I've never seen this one on 1/6 figure. With their silicone material, the figure would have crazy details on the paint and skin texture. The hair definitely looks better here than Hot Toys. But what do you guys think? Which has the best rooted hair? And from this angle, he looks awesome. The color of the purple coat, I like this one better than Hot Toys. In terms of likeness, I don't know. From the side profile, he looks bang on. But from the front, not so much. Maybe it's the expression they chose. And this laughing sculpt, I think it just looks too nice. His smile should look more devious and more menacing. And something with the eyes really threw me off. Again, from the side profile, it's much better. And that silicone articulation is crazy, looks so real. I forgot to mention that there's a skeleton underneath the silicone, and the glass eyes are movable with magnet. And that's insane. And you definitely get more accessories with Inart. But those two dogs, I really didn't expect them. They're cool for sure. At this point, I don't think you can go wrong with either of them. In terms of likeness, some might say, hey David, the Inart doesn't look like Heath Ledger. Well, it's okay, because art and likeness are really subjective. It really depends on how we remember him in the film. And he had so many different expressions throughout the movie. He was so unique in each scene. So, my final thought on Inart. I think this piece is still phenomenal. I've got some pros and cons on this. The first good thing about Inart, their attention to details is insane. Then you've got these two beautiful head sculpts with really strong likeness and great paint applications. Second, the body and the suits are very well proportioned. Their choice of materials, it's really great. Third, you got so many diecast accessories, and the diorama base, it's fantastic. And finally, the issues with most figures, the ugly wrist packs and exposed joints, well, they just gave us a handful of seamless forearms, and that's sweet. And the first thing I don't really like about this piece is the rolling eyeballs. I kind of wished we would have got a separate rolling eyeballs. And I really hate that it's so hard to plug the head to the neck connector through that small collar. I really hope they'll find another way to do it, cause my eyes and my neck really hurt doing just that. And the last thing I don't really like is the socks covering the ankles. They look really bad when you move the feet like this. So those are my thoughts, but I really want to know what you guys think about this piece. Is the likeness good or bad, and which is the best Joker out of the three companies? Please share your thoughts down in the comments. And if you like this kind of video, please click the like button and subscribe with the notifications bell on. Once again, your support means everything. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.